to your first alert weather forecast. My name is Dooley Godot, and we're going to have the forecast today for the Twin Cities as we update the conditions on that big storm that's going to be moving through our area today and tomorrow. And we're going to see those showers and thunderstorms move in later on this afternoon and into the overnight hours tonight. Some of those storms could be severe, as we're going to have a tornado threat and a large hail threat out there tonight. But a damaging wind is certainly going to be the lesser of the three evils there, but we will be dealing with that severe weather into your evening hours. Looking outside, we see the beautiful St. Paul Cathedral with the background here of some cloudy skies out there. It's mostly cloudy conditions, and it's going to be quite breezy, also with winds blowing between 15 and 20 miles per hour. We're going to see some gusts reach speeds up to 30, maybe 35 miles per hour out there, as we have those cloudy conditions as we wait the arrival of this big storm that's rolling at us from the mountains out west. Let's take a look at the radar in that right now and see what's going on across the upper Midwest at this hour. And your current conditions outside right now, as far as the radar is concerned, we're seeing some rain move to the north here into central and northern Minnesota. Lift this sort of a warm front here is lifting to the north, and we're going to see that snow also take place across North Dakota. We're starting to see that snow build in now. Now this is going to increase as the day go on, as well as the rain here in Minnesota. We're going to see all of this intensify. This snow is going to get quite heavy, and we're going to talk about snowfall amounts and things like that in just a second here. And let me step over here so we can see the extent of this rainfall as it lifts to the north out of Iowa and Illinois and into the state of Wisconsin. And this is just regular rain here. There isn't any thunderstorm activity in this, but certainly later on this is going to lift north, and maybe we're going to see a little bit of clearing this afternoon. The sky is going to turn partly cloudy, and that could be what we're seeing here is the beginnings of what could be that thunderstorm activity, as this activity here is looking a little bit convective there. So we're going to start to see those thunderstorms build in from the south and lift north through the Twin Cities. So that severe weather is definitely on this way. So do what you can to be prepared. Make sure that you have a NOAA weather radio on hand, or your phone or anything like that, so that you can monitor the progress and track the weather conditions across your area. And you can check me out here on YouTube or TikTok. You can tune in to watch my updates, as I'm going to be tracking the storm as we go through the evening and into the overnight, and tomorrow we'll be posting videos with the latest information of this big storm, as it going to make for us an interesting afternoon and evening here. So let's jump into that forecast now. Here we are, moving right along with that first alert weather forecast, and we're going to take a look at what's going to be going on as far as the snow is concerned across North Dakota. And what we're going to be looking at here, we're going to be looking at 20 to 30 inches of snow in many locations here across North Dakota. We got Minot that's going to be in that 20 to 30 inch snow area, as well as we're going to see that down here in these areas. We're going to see that that potential for 30 inches of snow. For the most part, we're going to be looking at 15 to 25 inches in many locations, and 15 to 20 inches as you get more towards the Minnesota state lines. Those snow totals are going to drop off, and as you head off to the south and east, it drops off either further. We get down to 4 to 8 inches. Grand Forks is going to be looking at 4 to 8 inches of snow. And you're going to be looking at here in Dickinson, looking at the 15 to 30 inch snow totals right there. So as you can see, quite a substantial amount of snow is going to fall for this time of the year. Thank God it's up there and not here in the Twin Cities. But it's going to hit hard up there. So if you're in North Dakota and Montana, you might want to pay attention and pay particular note of the weather conditions for your area. And here's what some things that we're going to look at the timeline. This morning we're going to see snow start to move in. It's going to be heavy at times, We are seeing some heavy snow there across central North Dakota. It's going to be heavy at times along and south of Highway 200. Conditions will deteriorate quickly. Snow gradually developing north, so it's going to lift north. We're seeing that snow lift to the north, and this afternoon we're going to see snow. It's going to be heavy at times out there, and it's going to be across much of western and central North Dakota, and those winds will also be increasing as well, as we can see wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour out there. And that snow is going to continue into the nighttime hours tonight, and it's going to be very heavy snow out there across most of North Dakota, and it's going to be northern South Dakota as well, going to be picking up some of that snow. So that snow is going to continue on your Wednesday, and the winds will be strengthening again, and the blizzard conditions will be occurring during the daytime hours tomorrow on your Wednesday for North Dakota. Now we're going to talk about the other end of the spectrum, and this is the severe thunderstorm threat. Now here's the Twin Cities here in Minnesota. We got southern and southeast Minnesota here. That slight risk category for severe weather comes all the way up into the Twin Cities, and this is where you're going to see that chance for some tornadoes out there. We're going to have that large hail and damaging wind possibilities as well. We get into an enhanced risk as you get into southern Minnesota down the I-90 corridor right there. We get into a more enhanced, so this is more widespread severe weather, a bit more organized, a bit more intense as far as that severe weather intensity is concerned. And down here at the Iowa line with Minnesota, we get into that moderate risk for severe thunderstorms. So the severe storms are going to be widespread down in that area and very intense. But we're going to see some intense and strong thunderstorms as well. We also had a tornado risk out there. And here is the situation as I see it. So that tornado risk is going to be in the medium range. We're going to have the hail risk out there. It's also going to be kind of moderate, a little bit higher risk for the large hail over the tornado. The damaging wind is going to be a bit lower as well, but the flooding is not going to be that much of a concern, as a lot of this is going to be translated through the gusty winds and the tornado threat. So we're going to see those thunderstorms out there. It's going to produce a lot of heavy rain and damaging winds. Large tornadoes are certainly possible, and large hail, maybe 2-inch diameter hail, can be possible out there. So do what you can do to protect your cars. Make sure you're parking in the garage or inside of a sturdy building so that your car don't get hail damage out there. We don't want to see people have to total their cars and have them junked because they got destroyed by a hailstorm. So here we are going to look at the map here, and you can see we have this really large area that's going to be dealing with that severe weather today, from the Gulf Coast extending all the way up into the Twin Cities right about there. So this is going to be affecting the Twin Cities. We got Des Moines, St. Louis, Kansas City, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Houston, New Orleans, and we talking Shreveport. We got Memphis, basically the entire Mississippi Valley, from the northern upper Mississippi Valley to the lower Mississippi Valley, going to be dealing with that severe weather today, from central Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, and Texas, all the way over into Illinois, maybe northwestern Illinois, with Missouri, as well as Arkansas and Louisiana, going to be dealing with that severe weather today. And then on the backside of this, we got a dry line right about here, and it's going to have anchor that red flag warning weather out here in West Texas and New Mexico, as well as Oklahoma. We have Kansas and Colorado all in that red flag area where we have a critical fire danger is present. So fires can break out quite easily when you have these very low relative humidities. We got 50-mile-an-hour plus winds, and we also have very low humidity where the humidity is below 10% there. We're dealing with very dry conditions, and it's also quite warm in many of these locations where we're seeing temperatures in those mid-90s out there, especially down here around southern Texas. You're going to be dealing with that hot weather as well. So it's going to have extra fuel to the potential for fires there. And then we have that heavy snow going on here across the Dakotas and into Montana. Snow also extends back into the Pacific Northwest, up into the Cascades. You can see some areas of heavy snow there across into the Cascades, into Oregon, as well as Idaho as well. We'll see that heavy snow. We'll see dry conditions across the Southwest, Southern California, Southern Arizona, going to be in the clear today, as well as the far Southeast, going to be in the clear today. Florida, Georgia, Atlanta, and North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, you guys are going to be good today. Won't be dealing with that inclement weather yet, but you will get your chance for it tomorrow. But we're going to see thunderstorms extend all the way into the Great Lakes and the northern, in the Midwest here in the Ohio Valley. Going to see those thunderstorms as well. We'll see general rainfall here across into New England and the Northeast, all the way up to Maine. We'll be seeing that rainfall. So that's a look at the weather maps right now across the country. Let's go down and take a look at what we're going to see for our severe threat. So we have that moderate risk of severe threat through central Iowa here, and then we have a couple areas of, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather from southern Minnesota down to central Kansas here. Then another area here in central Texas going to be dealing with an enhanced threat of severe weather. But we do have a slight risk for severe weather from the Gulf Coast and Texas all the way up into Minnesota, into central Minnesota and central Wisconsin. We'll be dealing with that slight risk for severe weather. And then there's a marginal risk that it extends into northern Wisconsin, as far over into Kentucky and Tennessee. You'll be seeing that marginal risk for severe weather. And we're going to have general thunderstorms for the elsewhere up into the we're going to see thunderstorms all the way up to the Canadian border today, so that chance for thunderstorms will as well exist. And we could also see some thunder snow across our northern sections of Minnesota as well today, as we have a lot of that convective activity out there. Some thunderstorms also possible here across the Intermountain West. And you also have the risk some here in the high plains here into Wyoming and Colorado, where you can see some dry lightning out there. So it's going to add to the fire danger to that location, as we're going to see dry lightning in some of those areas. As we move and take a look at the temperatures for your Tuesday, we're looking at those temperatures in the mid-50s here across the upper Midwest. We fall into the 40s as we move into more northern Minnesota, and we see those 20s and 30s across North Dakota, because they are dealing with that snowstorm right now. But things warm considerably as you move to the south. We start seeing those 80s and upper 80s down into Kansas and into southern Nebraska here. This is that dry weather. We're seeing that fire danger in this area, and I do expect to start seeing those storms moving to this area where the atmosphere is very dry at the surface. So any rainfall is going to evaporate before it hits the ground, but that lightning is going to have a clear path to the surface. So you're going to see brush fires occur because of lightning strikes from that dry lightning. And you're going to see temperatures in the 60s and 70s here across the Ohio Valley, as well as some up into Michigan. You'll see those temperatures in the lower to middle 60s there. And that is a look at the temperatures for your Tuesday. Here is the forecast across the Twin Cities. And we're going to be seeing partly cloudy, mostly cloudy skies right now, with a temperature of 46 degrees across the metro. Our dew point is 32. Our humidity is at 59%. The wind is out of the southeast at 10 miles per hour. Visibility is 10 miles today. And we have a wind chill of 41 degrees. So only a few degrees there. 29.83 inches is the barometric pressure. There's your sunrise and sunset under those cloudy skies. Here's the forecast for today across the Twin Cities metro. We're going to see mostly cloudy skies today with a high temperature of 52 degrees. We do have that 70% chance of showers to move in later this afternoon, and we will see those severe thunderstorms as well. Again, tonight, those thunderstorms will continue. Severe thunderstorms with the overnight low overnight tonight a 70% chance of that severe weather continuing. And for your 7-day forecast, we're going to see things kind of ease up a little bit for you Wednesday. The storm is going to start pulling to the east. Maybe a few showers in the morning, but for the most part, will be partly cloudy and a lot cooler with a high of 47 degrees. It really falls off on Thursday as we get a shortwave area of low pressure that comes through. It's going to bring a little bit of light snow, and we'll see those temperatures in the mid-30s. Partly cloudy for your Friday and Saturday, and temperatures in the mid-30s as we fall back into winter. February and early March comes back to us right here, but we'll see a little bit of snow again for your Sunday and Monday. So Easter Sunday, unfortunately, across the Twin Cities, we're going to see that snow flying around here, and we could pick up a couple inches out of that Sunday night into your Monday morning. That's what we're going to be seeing for Easter. But I think Easter morning you're going to be okay, but later in the afternoon we'll start to see that snow come in. That's going to move out Monday evening, and you'll be okay for Tuesday with partly cloudy skies and a high of 42. But that cold weather will be hanging around for a while. We're going to get about another week, a good solid week of those below average temperatures again before we warm back into the 50s. So that is a look at what's going to be taking place with that, as far as that big storm is concerned, and what your Tuesday outlook is for the Twin Cities and the state of Minnesota, as well as the rest of the upper Midwest. My name is Julie Godot. Thanks for watching this video today. Leave your likes, your comments, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, and have a great day.